So yeah, we'll start in the beginning, right? I'm seeing this personal power. Oh wow, underneath that is number 32. This is 32, meditation. And I do think that that's important because I feel like this Queen of Pentacles, it's like this, she's kind of like the overall energy too, right? This grounding energy. Janis Joplin, it's evolve, but don't compromise. You're all you've got. I feel like this, is you, right? You've come, whether you're male or female, does not matter. This, the reason that you're showing up as the feminine here is because you've been nurturing yourself, right? And I do feel more of a nurturing of it yourself than others. You might be nurturing others too, but this is like very much, about self-empowerment and this, this evolution, connecting with spirit, connecting with earth, right? Knowing your worth and being like very settled and at peace, right? She looks very at peace here, very stable. And because of that, it's like you're ready to share your life with someone else. And I think there is a specific person that you have in mind, right? And this has been kind of a repeating theme for Sagittarius. But it really seems to be in the forefront this time. I'm just like, these two, right? Like there's magic there. This is the devil. But, look at their faces. To me, they look like they have the same look on their faces. They have, there's this snowfall here, and then we have this kind of like, it's like it's happening here too. This even looks more like stars, actually, in a way. But this is like paint splatter. But, it's still like this, it's carrying over. It's like this magic that's kind of percolating throughout this whole thing here. So I think, I feel like you all, there's not actually any communication as of right now, not in the 3D at any rate. Just looks that way to me. I feel like there could be some psychic connection. But boy, do there's like this mutual desire, right? I'm really feeling like this lustiness. And, this is supposed to be, it says my dear friend, and we see her very, full on body here, and this too. But here, it's kind of like we're seeing through it, right? And this reindeer has this massive rack. And, his hair is kind of flying up in the air. I kind of get this, Carnunos or Pan kind of feeling from it. Not normally, but because it's beside the devil and this look on both their faces, right? It's like just this desire, this magic that's coming through. And I do think that, you are, this is kind of a time for, we have Scorpio or Mercury in Scorpio retrograde. And that is a time for doing the shadow work. So, you know, it very well could be that you're doing some shadow work, especially with this Five of Pentacles here, right? But we see, you know, because this is in the earth element, which is grounded, this is the door, right? This is the path. This is the key. Doing this work is the key, right? And it's interesting that we have this 32 touch the sky, and this is about kind of, you know, being isolated and looking down over your life, right? And kind of thinking about things, being, yeah, we see 5 birds here. But yeah, we see this Knight of Pentacles dropping pentacles, and look right here, there's a cluster of 5. So I feel like, you know, you're kind of looking through the, you know, doing the shadow work, looking through the memories, you know, because we do have the 6 of Cups here in the air element, you know, and we see this journey of this guy with his dog, and, you know, it's just a representation, of course, but I do see you kind of looking, you know, we've all been doing it. It's like, how long? How much can we do this? But, you know, you're dropping those burdens. You're dropping all of this, you know, those memories that no longer serve you. Maybe memories that make you feel alone, right? That have kept you isolated. And, but you're close to your goal, right? We've been kind of, and this Lovers here, you know, this is what you're kind of moving towards. But you've gotten off the horse because you don't have, you know, it's like, okay, I'm going to walk the rest of the way. It's not far now, right? You know? So, and we do see, you know, this is a friend, my dear friend. The horse is a friend here. You know, it's like you're never alone. You know, we see here, it's like you feel alone right now, but it's because you have this desire, right? You have this desire. This 5 of Pentacles is that deep desire, that deep longing that you have for your person. And it's like they're always with you. Whether it's, you know, just this tether, right? You all are connected, and look, this looks like this guy, yeah? And I do think that because of that, you know, there is this self-mastery that's going on here. Yeah, we might as well go there. And this is in the water element, right? So learning how to use all, and, you know, it's connected with this King of Cups down here, right? This King of Cups has his hand in this singing bowl, and, you know, stirring that, right? And that's kind of stirring his emotions, right? And being able to, and this 5 of Pentacles can totally be be turned into, you know, the 5th element, right? Which, and be a manifestation. All of our emotions can be used to manifest, and it's like, and it's, you know, from becoming so calm, so centered, and so in tune with your emotions, being able to learn from the emotions, it just really balances us, right? And we see this lemniscate here. I don't know why I was going to say it was here. We do see like these triangles. Yeah, they're a little bit different, but it's kind of repeating, right? And in a traditional tarot deck, the devil does hold the lovers hostage. And this is a 5-pointed star right here. Yes. And it's interesting, we do have let me get to that in just a second. But yeah, this mastery of your emotions, this mastery of yourself, it's really bringing everything into balance. And you know, this is mermaid's love. This is in your under your subconscious. And you know, this King of Cups, there's this deep love. And it's like there we see this bird again. And you're connecting with this person on a subconscious level. Absolutely. And you are just really tuning into the emotions, tuning into yourself. It's just like there's this very healing energy. This is in the fire element. And look, this is Gemini's card, but we see Sagittarius on it. So that's interesting, right? And there's this, they're connected here at the third eye. And that's what's making me think that, you know, especially with the Magician here below it, that this isn't actually, you might, you know, you could make an offer. I feel like you're just thinking about the offer right now. You're moving towards your goal. But I just don't get the feeling that you're taking that action yet. I think you're still, you know, evolve, but don't compromise. And, you know, you are far greater than the sum of your fears. I think there are some fears yet to work through. You know, that's why you're working on this. You know, the Magician is the one, right? But in the future, I do see you all coming together, right? This is the Ten of Pentacles. This is everything, you know, this is you two, both whole. Both complete. And yeah, there might be, you know, our complete, you know, our journey is never complete. There's always growing. There's always work to be done. But yeah, this is highly evolved individuals getting together, right? This loyalty, this childlike energy, and this, I feel like, you know, the way she's reaching out to both of them, I feel like this is spirit. Kind of, it's going to be orchestrated, this meeting. But, so it's interesting. We have 4 6s. 6, 6, 6, 6. We have 2 5s. We have an 11, 2 1s. A 1, a 1, a 4, a 4, a 4, and another 1. And underneath that is another 11. So, yeah, that's kind of interesting. That, you know, and we have 2 5s here. And it's also interesting that the 5 is in between 2 6s. And then this, you know, 6 is down here, you know, with the one person, right? The Magician, the individual, and the, you know, this outsider, alone feeling, right? So this work that we're doing, this sadness is ultimately what, you know, we're leaving behind here, and this return of harmony is coming in. Really gorgeous. Okay. Let's get a piece of art. We'll get closing guidance, and then we will... I'm just looking to see if there's anything else I'm missing. It's just really beautiful. You know, it's like this is pulling everything together, right? I mean, I could just feel like everything is getting attracted to these two people, this desire for each other, right? All right. So then we'll get closing guidance, and then we'll take a very quick look at the underlying energies. All right. Art for Sag. Okay. I'm just opening it. The Virgin and Child before a fire screen. So that is, you know, really the fact that they say the fire screen, like we don't have fire in here. It's like the fire is being screened, right? As we kind of nurture ourselves, right? This newborn baby. We're kind of, you know, this desire, if that fire was here, it might be too much to bear. Right? And it's like this personal power, this meditation, we see the fire like lit up, right? We're kind of having to work to keep it under control. Interesting. And then this is like, you know, this has come up before. And I kind of see, like, you know, the ships coming in, and I mean, look at all of them. I feel like everything's going to come together at once, right? This Ten of Pentacles. It's like all the dots get connected, and everything happens at once. Everything comes together. And this is like, you know, the collective too. I really, you know, Christ consciousness, Ascension Day. Wow. Ascension. Wow. That's kind of, and I mean, we do have this tree of life here.